pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a cruise on. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one towel, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go!
Here we go. What it is? Hey, let's go. Lock!
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. What it is?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time.
Now Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. How you get ahead?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
He's got
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's Wentz to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing is Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break.
Sproles lost the football. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch the whip.
Wentz now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
51 Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's complete to Croft. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mike, let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
6 guys. 11. Begin. Rush in.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
I got it. Tighten up.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Lock.
53.
Bravo.
Watch the run. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come to 1.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll run it with Sproles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mark 49. Mark 49. I'm coming. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Let's pull it.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Time to go. Night. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 5. Shift.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Sunday. Mike, I'm trying to collect. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Get in the smooth. Get in the weight room. 36. Tyson. Check 26.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game being on second half no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Here we go.
A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though. And McCoy loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
65.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. 280!
Come on. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 downs.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
You don't want it. You go tight.
The great 57.
You got tight right there.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
21.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Not today, you are. Not today. I got you.
They'll go again to McCoy. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, gun. 51, Mike 51. Oh, 2. Mike 52.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And the grab by Croft. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I got you. Go ahead, man.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
21.
Garoppolo now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Edwards got 4 down. Watch twist.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Mike 51! Mike 51!
Here we go, here we go.
Flag!
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Go! Go!
Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 280!
49. I got you. I got you. No, no, no. Oh.
Grade 15, grade 15!
Under 10. 10.
Right side caught by Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Great job, man.
Deshaun Jackson, 99 yards, and the Eagles are pouring it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the
12.
Watch the flood. Motion, push.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Watch the screen.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
25, check 25, check. Sunday.
Sproles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
120!
Mike.
Hey, what? Other side, solid.
Check safety.
6-6, pull it high.
Hatch.
Flag.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Howard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Like 20. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. So he got 3 of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. On the counter, here's McCoy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Exit. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Waiting!
Lunch 49. It's a party now. It's a party now.
What's that?
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
What's this on?
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves